Collective, you think you're walking through a graveyard of your past mistakes, but the mystic forest reveals you're actually standing in the middle of a rebirth. That heavy feeling in your chest isn't defeat, it's the spark of life trying to catch fire. Today, we aren't just talking about who hurt you, we're talking about the path you were always meant to walk before they got in the way. It's time to follow your heart out of the woods. Kicking off today's reading with the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracles. And I'm getting a sense of the air is thick with the smell of old wood and rain. The collective is restless at this time. You want to move, but your feet feel heavy. I think there's a hunger for truth that cuts through the noise. And I'm thinking that there's something hidden in the bloodline which is trying to speak. So we're going to start off with this Archangel Michael, the Archangel Michael Sword of Light cards, and find out what message Archangel Michael has for the collective today. Thank you, Archangel Michael. On the bottom of the deck, I've just flipped it over, so it compelled me to do so. We have Angels of Healing are with you. A time of healing is about to bless your life, collective. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light, while Archangel Michael enhances your strength. Wow. So, regain your focus, collective. Trivial life matters are distracting you at this time from your goals. Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael are here to help you stay grounded. It's time to let it go. This situation no longer serves you. Allow Archangel Michael to sever your energetic connections to the past so that you can embrace this future that's waiting for you. And have no fear, because fear is the trap of the ego. Allow Archangel Michael to use his sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings that are holding you back. From a higher perspective here, collective, we see that somebody is caught in a fragmented, shattered pattern. The energy is dispersed, like it's leaking through the holes of past betrayals. Archangel Michael is not just handing us a sword today, he's handing us a compass. The structural theme here of this reading is reclamation of your sovereignty. The transition from the heavy, stagnant waters of what was to the clear, sharp air of what is requires a surgical separation of yourself from the story. I kind of get in a sense of like the smell of copper, of a fresh wound and the salt of old tears. Betrayal has left a scent of rot in somebody's den. One of you is pacing, eyes darted, looking for the threat that has already passed. But looking closer, the undercurrent, the Angels of Healing that are with you, shows that the green fire of Raphael moving in. Michael is here to stand guard at the mouth of the cave so that the healing can actually take root without the fear of you being bitten again. Someone in the collective is being asked here then to perform a spiritual triage. You can't heal a wound while you're still clutching to the blade that caused it. These cards on the table reveal a 3-step process of extracting that poison, dropping the weight, and standing tall in the aftermath. You're resisting at the moment, collective. Whoever it is this reading is for, you are resisting this let it go phase. And I think it's stuck in your primal brain. You're like holding on to the pain that feels like holding on to the truth. If you let go of this betrayal, I think then that you fear that the injustice will be forgotten. But that's not true. By letting go of this betrayal and forgiving yourself for allowing yourself to be betrayed, is what's going to push you forward. The injustice will never be forgotten. It will stick with you until you no longer need to remember it, but it's hurting you. And that's why Archangel Michael here is asking you to let go. His message, by regaining your focus, is the antidote to this fear. Because, like we said, by focusing on the healed self rather than the hurting self, this betrayal does eventually lose its power to define the timeline. I'm not sure which question I want to ask. What is it? I'm either going to ask, what is it you need to let go? Or what is it you have fear of? Now, we'll ask the Lightseers deck this question. I think we'll go with, what is it you need to let go? What is it that the person in the collective needs to let go, please, spirit guides? What is it the collective needs to let go, please, spirit guides? Well, I kind of picked my cards up upside down. Because we also have the world. I think my light's too bright there. The world on the bottom of the deck upside down. So whatever this was, I feel that this was your world. The Knight of Cups, that came out last, didn't it? That came out second. This came out on the side. Let's have a look how it flipped. So we've got the High Priestess on its side. Two of Swords was in reverse. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. This is what we're having to let go. It's as I feared, collective. The structural integrity of your reality has certainly collapsed with the world in reverse, as this is the undercurrent of the Lightseers deck at this moment. The closing of the circle has been sabotaged. There's no sense of completion, only a leaking wound. The High Priestess on her side shows a total loss of your internal compass. The horizon line between intuition and paranoia has definitely blurred. We're looking at a tactical disorientation caused by external manipulation. This is what we need to be letting go of. There's a leftover smell of grease and cheap perfume from your predator, the Knight of Cups in reverse. Isn't a lover, is a mirage. He used your own heart as a weapon against you. The Two of Swords in reverse is the sound of a blindfold being ripped off too fast. It's painful, it's blinding, and it's inducing a state of panic. I feel that somebody out there isn't just confused, they are experiencing the shatter effect of a psychic hit. The message here is that someone in the collective has been gaslit by a false emotional promise, which is the Knight of Cups in reverse. And this is not the High Priestess, their inner knowing, off the throne. The world in reverse, the feeling that this will never end, a loop of unfinished business and unresolved trauma. Someone in the collective feels stuck in the debris of a collapsed timeline. Again, the High Priestess on the side, your intuition is definitely stalled at this time, but it's not dead, but it is clogged with that voice of betrayal. Every time the soul speaks, the memory of the lie just screams louder and louder. The Two of Swords in reverse is a stalemate energy. It's breaking. Someone in the collective is being forced to see a truth they aren't ready for, leading to a frantic underground energy. A Knight of Cups in reverse, this is the narcissistic romancer. Someone who offered a golden cup that turned out to be filled with lead. This figure has certainly exploited the collective's empathy to gain entry, then left the door open for the cold wind to blow in. There's definitely a frequency of betrayal that we need to address today. Archangel Michael is pointing his sword at the shadow that looked like a savior. You weren't wrong for trusting. You were targeted for your light. But look at the Two of Swords falling away. The indecision is over because the truth has become too loud for you to ignore. The world is reversed because you are trying to finish a chapter with someone who stole that last page. So I feel like you're being asked to stop looking for closure from the person who broke your lock. Your closure is the fact that you are actually still standing. So you should be embracing that. We have a heavy lack of earth in this reading right now. We do have corrupted water, the Knight of Cups in reverse, and the chaotic air, the Two of Swords in reverse, which is obviously explaining the ungrounded feeling. I sense that the collective needs to touch the dirt, literally, to get out of the water, the emotions, and into the body to reset this high priestess. And you can do that by take yourself for a walk, go and sit at if you're near a coastline, go and sit by the beach, listen to the sea, with your shoes and socks off and your feet wiggling your little toes, wiggling those little toes in the sand. There's nothing more grounding than that to me. But I also, I'm a gardener as my full-time job, and I love getting my hands dirty. The smell of that soil just really takes me back to times when everything was innocent, as a child, helping my grandparents and my father out. I love that. Sitting by a tree, if you're near the woods or a forest, if you can get out up in the mountains, there's nothing, all these locations. If you can do it safely and you can be alone, just to sit for 10, 20 minutes, an hour, watch the sunrise, sunset, whatever you fancy. Get out there and do that and just help your body reset itself. And this is going to help you so much in your healing process, collective. I didn't get these cards out. I don't get these cards out very often, but because I want to ask another question through the tarot, I am going to use these today. It's kind of my learning tarot deck that I use. So bear with me on this, but I really want to ask, what is it that you truly fear at this time? What is it that the collective truly fears right now? What is it the collective truly fears right now, please, Spirit Guides? I think we've got 3 out there, which is ideal. Alright, so interestingly enough, bottom of this deck, 9 of Cups, wishes coming true. So, or is it contentment, potentially? Or do you truly fear recognition? Put that up there. First card that flipped out. Oh. Crikey. 5 of Cups in reverse. So acceptance, moving on. So I think we truly fear moving on here, collective. And uncertainty with the Hanged Man. And the Page of Wands. Maybe we fear excitement again. The structural lock has been revealed, collective. With the undercurrent of these cards that was just pulled, the 9 of Cups. This is showing that someone in the collective wants emotional fulfillment. But it's become a source of terror. I feel that you fear the high because you are bracing for the drop. The Hanged Man indicates a self-imposed suspension, a fear that moving forward means that you will have to leave a part of your soul behind in the wreckage. The scent I'm picking up on is that you have a dread of the light. The Five of Cups in reverse shows that you are hovering over spilled wine, afraid to turn around and see the Two of Cups still standing. You aren't just afraid of the pain, you're afraid of the Page of Wands, the raw, unbridled energy of starting over. So to a wounded animal, new feels like dangerous. They fear that being happy again is a betrayal of the version of them that suffered. But all is not lost. I feel that the directive here is the great pivot. Archangel Michael's sword is now under your chin, gently lifting your gaze from the floor of the Two of Cups to the horizon. You must then dismantle the belief that certainty is a prerequisite for movement. A hanged man is being told to cut the rope. That's you. The perspective shift is you aren't losing your past, you are gaining your power. You've got to shake it off, just like a wolf after a fight. You need to physically and energetically shake off this Knight of Cups lingering shadow that surrounds you. The fear of being cheerful is actually a fear of being vulnerable again. Michael and Raphael are standing shoulder to shoulder here. Michael provides this shield. Raphael provides the balm. Tell them, speak to them in your prayers. It is safe to be seen. It is safe to be happy. The predator is gone. Because you are transitioning. You are transitioning, collective, from a victim of the Mirage to an architect of the new. This betrayal, I feel, was a crash course in discernment for you. And I've been there. So I get it. It's nails. It's so hard. By regaining your focus, the first card that we pulled out, card number 27, and letting go of the need for an apology that will never come, card 18, this hero, which is you, will then finally be able to walk through the door of this Page of Wands, which is opening up. The Emerald Light of Raphael will fill the space where the Knight's lies once lived. Let's go to the Mystic Forest Oracles and see what advice it has for you. What advice do you have for the collective with their situation, please? So the forest here has laid down the medicine. The structural alignment of this reading is complete. The mystic forest has provided the root system that was missing for you. The spark of life reads, "Don't sink into hopelessness and despair, for in your lives," I think that should read, in you. Yeah, don't sink into hopelessness and despair, for in you lives a spark of life that is undefeated and unbeatable. You can overcome everything your destiny depends on. The card for the Heart Path reads, It is not worth pursuing a path without passion. This road will only lead you to uncertainty and frustration. Follow your heart and you cannot go wrong. What do you want reads, if you react negatively to the success and joy of others, it is a sign that you want more for yourself. Don't hold yourself back. Expand your comfort zone. The spark of life. This is your indestructible core. Archangel Michael's sword has cleared the brush so you can see this light again. It is proof that the betrayal failed to destroy your very essence. Heart Path speaks, the narcissistic romancer led you down a path of their design. This card is your permission slip to stop being polite or logical and start being passionate again. If it doesn't make your heart beat faster, then it is not your road. The What Do You Want card, this is the antidote to the reversed world. Instead of looking at what was taken, look at what you envied in others while you were trapped. The envy was a compass. It was your soul telling you, I want that freedom, I want that joy. Expand the boundaries of what you think you deserve. While the sky was filled with the smoke of betrayal, these cards show that the soil remains untainted. The strategic shift here is from the external validation to the internal vitality. The high altitude view confirms the shatter effect only touched the surface structures. The core spark is intact and shielded. This is really speaking of a natural, unstoppable resurrection for you, collective. You are being moved from the stagnant water of the Five of Cups into living fire, the Page of Wands, and the Spark of Life.